Welcome to Gorilla Investments, where smart money makes smart moves. I am your host, the legendary Al Sifa, where truth, knowledge, and a little bit of education will be dispersed. All right, let me try to make this video short as possible. A lot of things to say. First of all, as y'all know, in my live, I predicted Flare was going to get to 0.01233. Now, if you've been watching my videos and keeping up with some of my price predictions, there were room for you to capitalize. Now, obviously, there's a little bit of misunderstanding of what is a hit price and what is a consolidating price. All right. Now, when someone says, oh, my price hit, they're using that terminology loosely. Now, amongst traders, if your price hit, that means the price either wicked down or closed, and then the next day it went back up. It didn't consolidate at that price. Now, that price prediction I gave you, Flare hit it 3 times. It didn't consolidate there. And when I give out a price prediction, I give it as a consolidating price, meaning it goes down there, it stays down there, let's say for a week, maybe 2, and if it goes back up, that's fine. But it consolidated. That's where a trading price, a lot of people like to use the terminology trading price. That's the area you want to trade in, pick up what you can pick up, and go on about your business. But it hit it 3 times. So still, once again, by April, it should be consolidating at that time. Now, next thing, bull market, bear market. Look, I don't know why YouTubers are telling you we're not in the bear market. Don't get me to be lying to you. I don't know why. We are in a bear market. Doesn't mean we can't pull out of a bear market. Okay? We are in a bear market. Now, what constitutes a bear market? Well, by Bitcoin's chart, which everybody goes by because Bitcoin is the leader. If Bitcoin does good, all the other altcoins will start to do good. If Bitcoin does bad, all the altcoins will start to do bad. So people are focused on the Bitcoin chart to determine if we're in the bull market and the bear market. And I remember when I first came here into the crypto space, everyone wanted a decoupling from Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin does bad, that doesn't mean the altcoins can do bad. But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, since Bitcoin is trading under the 50-week moving average, that's considered a bear market. If it trades above the 50-week average, then that is kind of like a bullish market, a bull market. I'm not saying a bull run, because a bull run is different from a bull market. You can go into a bull market where everything is bullish, and then months later, you'll start to go on a bull run. A run and a market are 2 different things. So, as I told y'all, if Bitcoin does not surpass its all-time high, I believe it was 126,600 and some dollars, we're going to be in a bull market, period. I mean, a bear market, period. Especially when we're below a 50-week average. And what's that got to do with flare? Well, as long as we're in the early stages inside of a bear market, there is room for flare to go even lower. All right? There is room. Now, for those who are smart, okay, listen to me. For those who are intelligent, you got a lot more people that are Wall Street brainwashed. They have a Wall Street mentality. And one day I will explain the whole purpose of a Wall Street mentality. You don't listen to those people. You find opportunities wherever you can find them. You find opportunities. People are going to be upset. People are going to be jealous because you are progressing a lot more than what they're doing. All they're doing is in their mama basement smoking some type of substance, playing video games. They're not working on their portfolio. They're not doing nothing. They're just being a hodler. Now, flare will go a lot lower. I am so happy with Songbird. I am very happy. You see, back in 2023, they said, okay, most market analysts said that this next bear market, okay, will be the worst bear market that we ever experienced. Now, keep in mind, just because they say it's the worst bear market, they didn't say it's going to be longer. They didn't say prices is going to be lower. They didn't say price predictions are going to be harder. It's just going to be the worst. Now, me personally, I don't know. I think prices are going to go much lower, but the bear market is going to be a lot shorter. It can, instead of a 4-year cycle, which everybody says the 4-year cycle, there's no more 4-year cycle, which is a bunch of crap. There will be a bear market, but it won't be a bear market like we're used to. Yes, I can kind of agree. Maybe there won't be a 4-year cycle. Instead of a 4-year cycle, there's a 2-year cycle. Now, keep in mind, people are confusing the 4-year cycle as the bear market. When people say there's not going to be any more 4-year cycle, they're not saying there's not going to be any more bear market. For the people who are saying that, oh, it's just going to be a bullish market and there's not going to be any bear markets, you are an idiot. There's always going to be a bear market. That's like to say there's always going to be a positive, because there will never going to be a negative. You can't have a positive without a negative, because how do you know it's a positive? You have to compare it to something. So, in my theology, make it short, I think prices are going to be a lot lower. We're going to see prices that we have never seen before which is great for me. That's why I'm loving that songbird is hitting all-time lows, new all-time lows. I'm about to pick up. I'm going to beat my expectations. Flare is going to go down a lot lower. To my calculation, I know where the bottom's going to be, but I got a feeling even if I know where the bottom is, I think it may go surpass my bottom by 15 to 20% lower than what my prediction is. Those are the opportunities. This is an opportunity for you to lower your DCA price. Because keep in mind, the lower your DCA price is, the longer you stay in profit. Period. Personally, after this bear market, it'll be the last time we see prices. Now, people are asking me, do I predict Flare to go under a penny? I'm going to say, without doing an analysis, and I'm going to confirm my prediction when I get home, but on the way it's moving, Flare's going under a penny. Flare's going under a penny. How far under a penny? I got to do the price analysis when I get home, and I'll know how far. I have a off of my head prediction, which can be 100% wrong, but I got to do the price analysis because, like I said, there's a 15 to 20% that I'm missing that I think is going to surpass that, but I don't know. I got to get home. But the whole key of the whole key to investing is knowing when to get in, knowing when to get out, and maximize your money as much as possible. I'm talking about your dollars, your pesos. You don't have to constantly buy in the dips. That's when you end up broke, because if the price dip a lot lower and you have a chance to get more Flare at a cheaper price, more songbird at a cheaper price, and you don't have money because you spent it all on all of these constant buying of the dips, which is going to raise your DCA price, making your time and profits a lot shorter, makes no sense. That's what Wall Street wants you to do, to constantly buying. That's their version of a DCA. But that is not the correct version. Yeah, hey, you can say, hey, Alcifa, what you're doing is not DCA. Yeah, by Wall Street standards, you are correct. But I'm not on Wall Street. I'm in the digital asset world, the crypto space. We're setting new definitions. We're revolutionizing the financial system. And with that, you need new language, new thinking patterns. Because if we keep the same language and keep the same thinking pattern, all you're going to do is the same thing and get the same results. Until the next time, my friends. Assalamu alaikum.